We are in the beautiful Via dei Fori Imperiali, where all the imperial forums are. But today we're gonna explore part of one of them, in particular the Forum of Peace, which is this one. The Forum of Peace is the imperial forum that was built by the Emperor Vespasian. To give you an idea, the emperor that started the construction of the Colosseum. This is how it looked like. So we have this huge square with pools and plants on the sides, and then all around a colonnade. So if you look at what we have left today, these are the pools and these are the columns. This used to be a temple, libraries on the sides. The exact location where we are now is here. So if we take a walk towards the temple and the libraries, we will be able to see something really special. Let's go! Imagine that the forum continues underground, under the modern ground level, until here. I was over there, I walked all the way, just need to follow the direction of the Colosseum. Here you have the pools. The forum continues underground, and here you find the original floors of the temple. Apart from the fact that the square was monumental and huge, starting from there all the way to here, so it was a really big space, but don't you get shivers when you think that these floors were placed here in the 1st century? Here we have the floors, and remember I told you there were some libraries. This wall was the interior wall of that library, of the right library, and this wall was reused to build on the other side the church. This means that this is an ancient Roman wall. You might be wondering why there's so many holes in this wall, because this wall, which was the interior wall of the library, was entirely covered with marble, but not just decorative marble. This is where the so-called Forma Urbis was placed, a map of the city of Rome. So this map that is still preserved today in little fragments, archaeologists can identify some of the buildings of ancient Rome. How many times you must have thought, how can they know that this little stone was part of that temple, of that building? Well, that was also thanks to the wonders are not over, because next to this wall there is the entrance to this church, the Basilica of SS Cosma and Damiano. And inside you're gonna find something incredible. Are you ready? So we have this little portico. It's typical of medieval churches. You have to walk all the way around to get to the real entrance of the church. Before you enter the church, you have this beautiful nativity scene, which was belonged to a family that was living nearby, and it was donated to the church in 1939. It is so detailed and beautiful. So basically the scene is adapted to Rome. You have some ancient Roman ruins, the columns and this building here, and apparently the characters are made by professionals. Like they have terracotta faces, glass eyes, the rest is metal structure with real clothes. The details are incredible. Walked on the other side of this little chiostro, and here's the door to the church. Apart from the beautiful medieval mosaics, which are amazing, you should see them with the light is on, they're really bright and colorful, and all the rest of the decoration, the most incredible thing is this. This is the interior of the Temple of Romulus on the Via Sacra in the Roman Forum. So basically, when the church was built, they included in the church structure this temple. So basically that is the door that goes to the Via Sacra, the main road of the Roman Forum. Behind the door, that's the Roman Forum. You would enter into this church, you see the pilasters of the nave of the church, and then you will continue walking towards the church proper. But why is that floor level so much lower than our modern one? That is because the original church was actually underneath our feet here. Why? Because when this church was built, the Cloaca Maxima, the sewage system that was built by the Etruscans, was still working. But after the fall of the Roman Empire, the whole area was abandoned and the Cloaca Maxima stopped working. So inundation, floodings were coming into the area, filling the church with debris. But then, after many attempts on making the church usable and clean, the Pope in the 1600s just decided to build another church on top of the old one. And this is the result. So I told you the original church was below, and here it is, the crypt. I have to say it's not easy to get in because usually they don't let you, but the guy outside has been so kind to open the door for me. It's incredible. And here you are on the same level of the Temple of Romulus. How incredible is this? Obviously the dome has been remade by the Pope Urban VIII, who decided to build a new church. These were the pilasters of the original church that continue with this one. We can see there was tombs on the floor, as used to do before, and there's a lot of pilasters, and this is because, of course, they have to support the church that is above it. You guys, it's been so nice to turn the light on for us, and look at this, look at the colors, they're so bright.